Am I the meanest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the prettiest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Pawn's drunk.
Well, who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
Who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
I can't hear you.
Pawn's drunk. AKA Mr. Moo Woo Shine himself.
Of Harlem.
Well. You already know this is Punch Drunk Boxing, aka Mr. Moo Shine himself, aka el adobo, el sazón, el borracho, el pastor de boxeo. Ladies and gentlemen, first and foremost, God bless each and every one of y'all. Man, what a day or 2 days it's been, man. In reference to Teofimo Lopez, Devin the Dream Haney. Man. It was a good 24 hours yesterday, man. It was a good 24 hours, man. A lot of people felt like, he was gonna stay retired. Some people thought that he was not gonna be retired. People out there felt like he was gonna vacate the title. Some people felt like, nah, he ain't gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? But it was good that Teofimo Lopez has his title, has his WBO strap, the one that he beat Josh Taylor for. Also, Teofimo Lopez is the lineal champion 140, the top dog, the number one guy in 140, just like he was in the lightweight division when he beat Vasily Lomachenko, the man that was regarded pound for pound, 1, 2, 3. You can flip it around, the 3 division world champion. He beat Lomachenko when he was the man. Feel me? What's good? Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like buttons. I'm ready to cook Thursday. Happy hour Thursday in the building. What's good, man? Here we go. We got what are the haters in the building? Scat Rat always complaining in all my chats, always complaining, always bitching, always moaning. Oh, what is this? Is it because he's a Latino? He uses the N-word? What is it? My man right here always crying. My man right here always crying. Why is the Latinos always using the N-word? Why you New Yorkers always gotta use it? Like, why? You see how Dana White feels about it? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all be bitching about the stupidest stuff in the world. Huh? Ain't nobody here talking about no race. And this guy, right away, first comment of the day, what is it? It's a race thing. Oh my God. HLD in the building. What's good, man? HLD, dímelo, mi hermano. HLD, Boricua in the building. Y estos tigres, HLD. Huh? MMA TV production in the building. What up? Hey, yo, man, I was listening to I was listening to a couple of people and stuff like that when I'm driving. Listen to a couple of channels and them crying about, oh my God, Teofimo Lopez is cock blocking Devin Haney to fight Arnold Barboza. Diablo, mi hermano, come on, bro. Oh my goodness. Charles Edward Queso in the building. Hey, Pastor, listen, the cops are not your friend. Never volunteer information. Also, come on, security. You gotta take the charge, right? Ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know that Devin the Dream Haney was arrested last night on gun charges. Was in the car, was not even driving, was in the car with security, and then pulled over. Hey, yo. Anybody got a gun out here? And everybody be like, Devin is like, yo, you know it's not mine. I hire y'all motherfuckers and stuff like that. I don't know, Dev. It ain't mine. The other security was like, it ain't mine either. Damn it, it's my car, man. Y'all know I didn't even know how to shoot a gun, man. What the fuck are you talking about? I didn't even know what the serial number to this. I don't know, Dev. You just hired me for the hour and stuff like that to protect your ass from the club to the house to the club to the club to the house. I ain't going to jail for your ass. I don't give a damn how many millions you got. I ain't going for the jail deal, your ass. I'm only paid by the hour, man. I don't work like Floyd Mayweather, security guards and stuff like that. They in it around the clock. You just paying me for your house, to the club, right back into the car, right back into your house. I ain't taking no damn gun charge because of you. You ain't no Floyd Mayweather. You ain't no Manny Pacquiao. You ain't no Mike Tyson. Huh? You only get $4 million a fight, man. Come on, man. You ain't gonna hold me down. What's good, Charles Edward? Cheese! Con los $100 de Super Chari Chari Parique a comprar gasolina de 93. Good looking now, Charles. Good looking now, Charles. Man. And there's people that, man, come on, man. You should have taken the fall for that, man. Hey, yo, Michael Vick should have never went to jail, man. Somebody should have took the fall for the dog ring or something like that, man. What's going on with these soft ass entourages? It's like Javante Tan Davis. Everybody ran. Why don't Javante Tan Davis? One of your people was supposed to take that one. Yeah, it was me. I will that crash into the pregnant woman and stuff like that. Come on, man. What's going on? Hey, yo, I'm gonna tell you like this, yo. Y'all entourage be soft now. Nowadays, your entourage be soft. You gotta be like Sean from Bad Boys. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be like Sean, like from Bad Boys, man. Look at Sean now, a government official. He was deported. Now he back in the U.S. and stuff like that. Hey, yo, you got to be like Sean. You know what I'm saying? He ain't let J-Lo go to jail. He ain't let P. Diddy go to jail. He took that. Now he's taking care of and stuff like that. You feel me? You know that P. Diddy was like, toma esto, mi hermano, toma esto. Well, he's a political official. I don't think he could do that, though. But you know what I'm saying? I got to take that hit. You got to take them licks. Elvis in the building con los 2 pesos de Super Chari Chari Parique, con los 2 pesos de plata. No, Haney está cagando. Que anda con una strap. Ay, ese tipo está afraid, my friend. What's good, Smash like buddy, ladies and gentlemen? Good looking out, Elvis, for that, man. Appreciate you. Good looking out, Charles Edward Cheese con los $100. Gracias, mi hermano. He said, Tio, a clown, period. Get the hell out of here, Victor V. Get out of here with your ish. Get the hell out of here. See, anybody want to call Teofimo Lopez a fake? You a troll. What he did in 135. What he did in 140. You don't even got to ask Teofimo Lopez to fight the best because he is the best. Motherfucker, Victor V, you know, he got 2 lineal world titles. You know what them 2 lineal world title means? Huh? You know what them 2 lineal world title means? That he beat the best. He is the best. He's the man. He beat the man to become the man, Victor V. What happened, huh? Victor V stands for Victor Vagina. Get the hell out of here. Vete de aquí, mi hermano. ¿Ah? Vete de aquí, lávate la popola de usted, mi hermano. Victor V, lávate la popola, maldito hediondo, señor. Ayuda Punani Juice. Get the fuck out of here, como Canelo habla, le dijo a Demis Andre. Dije, yeah. Got 2 lineal world title at the age of 25. You talking about clown shit? Get the hell out of here, man. What type of boxing fan are you, huh? How many times your mama drop your ass, huh? How many times the preacher wet with your butthole out there in the congregation? Get the hell out of here, man. Get the hell out of here, man. These haters don't even know what to say. Teofimo Lopez is a clown. Clown in what? Clowning what? At the age of 25, he's voided the frustration of the boxing fan because he set the tone of this generation, because he wants to fight the best. That's some clownish. Y'all some backward motherfuckers out here, man. Y'all some really backward dudes. I don't understand this era, man. I really don't understand this era. Come on, man. You got channels out there saying, Teofimo Lopez, that was a fake retirement. Stop playing games. Come on. Devin Haney, he was going to fight Arnold Barboza. He had a chance to become a 2-division world champion to fight Arnold Barboza. Why are you cock blocking him, Teo? Why are you doing that? Why are you coming with this fake retirement and stuff like that? Hey, yo, man. This community for real and needs healing. I'm talking about healing. Hey, yo, this community need healing. Like, for real, sometimes people don't even know what to say. They don't even know what to do. They didn't even know what to say anymore. Hey, yo, HLD, con los 5 pesos de Super Chari Chari Parique said, yo, we don't know if that gun is clean. if the price of our friendship means I got to blindly take a felony gun charge, F that. F our friendship. And you know what? It was no damn friendship. It was his bodyguards and stuff like that. His bodyguards, man, I only worked the hour. I ain't gonna take no gun charge because of you. Huh? You ain't none of my hero. You gonna take that? But that's not even mine. Hey, yo, my man, I'm just working here. This ain't my car either. This ain't my car either. Stuff like that. You got to put your own work around here. Suit program, nigga. 23 hour lockdown. Now I'm the man up in this piece. You will never see the light again. Who do you think you working with? I'm the police. I run this here. Y'all just live here. Yeah, go and walk away because I'm going to burn this motherfucker down. King Kong ain't got shit on me. I just like the movie. I just wanted to say that. That gun crap is fake news. It gives Haney away just in case. You know what it is? You know what it is? You know, I know what it is. I know what it is. They probably planted that ish. You know what I'm saying? HJD said, you think Haney out here with bodies? Hey, Devin Haney is too nice. You know what it is? Is that this? I think this is what it is. I think this was a made-up thing. You know, like back in the 2000, going to jail was the ish. You know what I'm saying? You know, girls in the hood like, yeah, he was locked up. Oh my God, he a bad boy. Oh my God, he's so scary. He got Devin Haney. You know, his father was doing his thing. His father did his thing in the streets and stuff like that. So, of course, Devin Haney was born with a silver spoon, right? And Devin Haney, since they trying to push this thing that everybody hates Haney, right? And they trying to, you know what, when you debating boxing and stuff like that. And you know, one thing that I don't like is when people want to compare Devin Haney to Floyd Mayweather. Oh, he's hated like Floyd now. Yo, because he's boring and he's hated like Floyd now. Man, shut the hell up. Devin Haney's not hated like that. The only problem is with Devin the Dream Haney is his style was damn boring. That's all. That's all. And nobody hates Devin Haney. They just the problem is that he's linked up to a good names or young names, his contemporaries. He's linked to Shakur Stevenson, linked to Ryan Garcia, linked to Teofimo Lopez, linked to Gervonta Davis. He's linked to exciting fighters. So that's the only thing with the problem with Devin Haney. He don't talk ish. He's not a bad boy. He's a good boy. But if he's trying to be Floyd Mayweather, maybe he need a little dirt in him, and he'd be like, hey, yo, man, all right, let me get this gun charge. You know what I'm saying? I got a little street cred. You know, I'm trying to compete with Gervonta Davis, you know? Devin Haney looking for street cred, huh? Devin Haney looking for street cred out here, man. Come on, man. You remember back in the days when people be like, hey, when being shot was cool? Oh, 50 Cent was shot. Oh, man, he survived. Oh, this other rapper was shot. Man, he survived. And it feel like all the rappers that was coming out came with a story that they were shot before. You know what I'm saying? Shoot me in the arm so I could use it to build my rap career. Shoot me in the arm. Come on. Devin Haney wanted some street cred, huh? You ain't getting no street cred. Stop it, man. You was bailed out. He was out at 8 o'clock in the morning. As a matter of fact, maybe Devin the Dream Haney. I think that this is what it was. When Teofimo Lopez called him out on Twitter. See, we never heard Devin Haney never got in trouble. Devin Haney never got in trouble. We never heard Devin Haney we never even seen him in a firearm in a gun range or something like that. He never got in trouble. He's a good man. He's a good kid. Devin the Dream Haney is a good kid. Good, clean kid. Good image. Kobe Bryant he had the image of Kobe Bryant before the rape charge. Good, clean image. Good, clean image. And I'm going to say it again. All jokes aside, I think Devin Haney is a good kid. Devin is a good kid. But I do believe that Devin Haney is just reluctant to fight Teofimo Lopez, especially when Teofimo Lopez is in the top of the game, especially when Teofimo Lopez got the straps, especially when Teofimo Lopez is the lineal champ, especially when Teofimo Lopez showed the whole wide world why he is special. I'm not talking about just good. I ain't talking about just great. Teofimo Lopez is special. Speed and power, God-given ability and stuff like that, man. You can't even knock his warrior spirit. You can't knock his competitive nature. You can't knock nothing. Teofimo Lopez has humbled almost everybody in the sport. Y'all thought he was mentally ill. You thought he had some issues. And even if there's some minor issues outside of the sport of boxing, Teofimo Lopez never bring those issues into the camp, never bring those issues inside the ring. And that's why y'all guys, you people were so surprised, so humble. Oh my God, I didn't know that Teo was going to beat Taylor. I didn't know he had it in him. I didn't know he was going to be that good. I just looking at the Sandor Martin, I thought that he had problem with the wife and problem with the daddy and problem. And I ain't see him. I thought he going crazy. I got played. Motherfucking Teofimo Lopez victory put all y'all in straight jackets. Teofimo Lopez victory put most of the people in the sport of boxing into Bellevue Hospital. You couldn't believe it. I believe it. I told you that's how you got to file a punch run boxing. Did I tell y'all? That Teofimo Lopez going to do something special. Did I tell you that Teofimo Lopez going to beat that skirt-wearing Ronnie Piper? Dude, I told you he was going to win. No, it's because punch run boxing is by. It's because that's his boy. You should have listened to me. You should have listened to me and stop listening to them fake pundits in the sport of boxing. Because at the end of the day, man, these guys was breaking down the fight like betas. So emotional. I don't think he's gonna win because his mental is not there. Making emotional decisions, breaking down fights emotionally. Side in the building. What's good? Side. Kings of the Commonwealth in the building. Said Teofimo Lopez has Haney peeing right now. Devin the Wet Dream Haney. I think it was Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez is the one that bailed out Devin the Dream Haney. Y'all ain't know that? Y'all didn't know that. Teofimo Lopez was the guy that bailed out Devin Haney at 8:10 a.m. in the morning and stuff like that. No. What I want you to do, I'm going to bail your ass out, and I want you to walk into the office of the WBO and request for us to fight. No. This guy wanted to be in jail between the 24-hour period. This man wanted to be in jail in the 24-hour period. The WBO said, no, we're going to deny your request. And Devin Haney said, no, so I'm going to go to jail and stuff like that because then I will have an excuse for you to put it back for 24 hours because I need time to make a decision. Oh, God. Even the cop was like, don't worry, Devin Haney, you're a good kid. Don't worry. We're not going to take you. Don't take me to jail. What you mean take you to jail? Don't take me to jail. I need to go to the priest and just lock me up. Just lock me up, please. Teofimo Lopez is calling me out. Who's Teofimo Lopez? Yeah, man, just lock me up. I ain't safe out here in these streets, man. I ain't safe in these streets, man. Just lock me up for the night. The WBO is waiting for my response. The WBO is waiting for my confirmation. I just heard that Teofimo Lopez, you know, he got the belt. I don't want to fight Teo. Just give me Arnold Barbosa, man. Why not Arnold Barbosa, man? Smash the light. Yeah, Jason. Teofimo Lopez bailed him out. You ain't know that? Teofimo Lopez bailed out Devin the Dream Haney. And he about to bail out Javante Davis. Y'all motherfuckers trying to run away from me and stuff like that and get locked up and shit like that. Get the hell out of here. Hey, yo. Bail him out. How much? $35,000? Yeah, I just beat Josh Tate. I got some money. $35,000. Get out of here. Hey, yo, Dev, go to the WBO and request for you to become my mandatory challenger. Okay? Devin Haney, why doesn't his team? Because I know for sure, y'all know how to send some paperwork. I know for sure you know how to send y'all attorneys. Shit, the WBO gave 24 hours, and y'all responded and trying to request your own ish, and the WBO denied it. But y'all know how to request for ish. I want Devin the Dream Haney to request for him to become the mandatory challenger to Teofimo Lopez, and I want everybody, all hands, to be on deck because I know y'all want to see the fight. Am I right or wrong? Do y'all want to see the fight Teofimo Lopez versus Devin the Dream Haney? Come on. Whether you are a supporter of Teo, whether you're a hater of Teo, whether you're a supporter of Haney, whether you're a hater of Haney, do y'all want to see the fight Teofimo Lopez versus Devin the Dream Haney? Yes or no? Yes or no? Come on. The world is yours. Say hell yeah. Anybody want to see? Come on. Tell me somebody that don't want to see that fight. All the channels that hate Teo, the channels that support Teo, the people that hate us, the race baiters, or whatever y'all want to call it, whatever. Who don't want to see this fight? Great fight. Let's get it. Haney has the heart. Yes, all day. Everybody want to see the fight. Come on, just keep it running. So the people that's tuning in, that's just looking at the chat, be like, See, Devin Haney's team is looking on right now to Punch Drunk Boxing and be like, all right, they want to see that fight. They want to see that fight. You know what I'm saying? The haters is looking on. The haters is right now. Let me see. I'm gonna tell you how there's haters, because we got 74 people right now, and we got 35 likes. So right now, most of the people are actually my haters because they're not smashing the like button. So I know I'm seeing a bunch of. If I got, let me see, we got 80 people here, and we got 35 likes, meaning that 45 people are my haters right now looking on. That's what's happening right now. And they don't want to smash the like button, but they want to listen to what Punch Drunk Boxing has to say. Huh? That's what it is, right? Let me see. 38 people. All right. 38 people. That means half of the people that's tuning in is hating on Punch Drunk Boxing because they like, the fuck is Punch Drunk Boxing going to say now? What is he going to say now? What is he going to say now? I already give you my likes, brother. Let's go. Bass in the building was good, man. Haney, Doug, Bradley, Martin, Chew. Haney, Doug, Bradley, Martin, Chew. It's a fight that's been building for years. Exactly, man. It's a fight that's been building, man. Let's make this fight happen. But Devin the Dream Haney needs to put in the paperwork. Devin the Dream Haney needs to put in the paperwork. Ah, ven pa' acá, pelagato, y vete para el WBO y habla con Paco, maldito sucio viejo, mamito cocolito. Va, I want a WBO, request a WBO, y ya, maldito sea. That the WBO told the whole world that you are the super WBO champion, in which you got the veto to request and not even fight for a final elimination, not fight for a mandatory position, but you could go straight ahead and fight the champion. Devin Haney has the power as a licensed promoter, as a super WBO champion, to request for Teofimo Lopez so he could be the mandatory challenger. No damn more excuses. Don't be running no more. Forrest Gump, aka Haney. No more, no Captain America. No more running. You keep on running, you're gonna be having Patrick Ewing knees. You keep on running from Teofimo Lopez, you're going to be having Patrick Ewing knees. And etc. From 7th Street from Georgetown, number 33, Troy Captain Patrick Ewing. If any channel out there, I'm going to tell you like this. There's going to be channel out there that got more high traffic than Punch Drunk Boxing. You feel me? I'm just a little bitty channel. That's all. There's people that are going to be having 500 people tuning in, 1,000 people tuning in. And they're going to be like, hey, yo, but Teo this and Teo that. No. Devin this and Devin that. Devin this and Devin that. And I want you to keep the same energy as well, like I told y'all yesterday. Y'all was saying that Shakur Stevenson got no belt in the lightweight division. Y'all said that Shakur Stevenson versus Devin the Dream Haney. And y'all said, yeah, Shakur Stevenson wants to be there to be great, right? He needs to take 25%. What happened? You don't want Devin the Dream Haney to dare to be great and move up to the division and fight the man that beat the man? Y'all don't want that, right? Y'all don't want to keep the same energy, right? Y'all don't want that 25%, the way y'all was trying to shame Shakur Stevenson of taking. That's what y'all don't want to keep it real. You piece of human garbages, huh? You channels, huh? You can't keep it real. You can't keep the same energy. You can't be real because you like the lie. You like to believe in the lie. I'm gonna tell you like this: the saddest people in the world is those that believe and live a lie, bro. If you can lie to yourself, you can lie to everybody else. When you tune into them channel and they don't say, yo, Devin Haney should petition to fight Teofimo Lopez, they capping. They work for Devin Haney. They work for Devin Haney. There's some channels out here that work for Devin Haney. They work for the DHP. Hey, we under fire, man. Please. Just come up with a content to help us out. Just say that Devin Haney, that Teofimo Lopez is just trying to get in the way of Arna Barbosa and Devin Haney. Let me give you, because see, it's only Punch Drunk Boxing that's going to deliver the truth when it comes to Teofimo Lopez and Devin the Dream Haney. I'm just a one-man army. That's all. I'm just a one-man army. I can't do it by myself. Even the people that know the truth hate Punch Drunk Boxing. They just don't want to align themselves for what they say the same thing I'm saying. Some of these guys are saying the same thing that I'm saying, but the thing is, they hate me so much for whatever reason. I know why they hate me. I'm going to tell you like this. There's a lot of people in this community, a lot of channels out here that started way before me. And then when I came on the scene, ain't nobody could mix the English and the Spanish. Nobody got the sazón, el adobo, el pastor de voceo like me. Nobody could deliver the content like me. And then they see my numbers growing. They be like, who the fuck is this Punch Drunk Boxing? I don't even like the name Punch Drunk Boxing. Man, well, he from New York City. Them motherfucking New York City cats be talking too fast and stuff like that. They got a slick ass mouth and a hustle mouth or whatever. Man, I just don't like their style, man. They think that they just good and stuff like that. Huh? A trigueñito that speaks Spanish, un dominicano and stuff like that. Diablo, esta gente, see. Right? And they're like, yo, what this guy, damn, man. This new guy, man, is catching wave. You know what it is? They can't match because they can't match my consistency. You know how many haters? I got a bunch of haters, but I work to hate. So when they hating, I just keep putting out work after work after work and stuff like that. And they just can't keep up. They can't keep up with my hard work. That's what it is. And then little by little, when these other channels, these other people see that these other the boxers got respect for Punch Drunk Boxing, world-class fighters, world-class champions, they'd be like, who Punch Drunk Boxing think he is? He came from, I remember when he first started. I remember when Punch Drunk Boxing only had like one view in a live stream, and he spent like hours, and there was only like 5 people looking on and stuff like that. Huh? Dropping videos, I only got like 3 views. 16, 17 views and stuff like that. They see me on the come up. And I surpassed these guys. Yeah, some of these guys all Latino también aquí me que son haters. They be like, yo, man, Punch Drunk Boxing, damn, yo. Man, he got interviews with Canelo Alvarez giving him props. Damn, Chamel Charlo giving him props. Teofimo Lopez giving him props. That means Andre giving him props. Chocolate Peter Quillen giving him props. Luis Castillo, Calazo, Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, the Maloney brothers, Kid Austin, Keyshawn Davis. It keeps going, bruh. It keeps going. I brought you Cambosa when nobody knew how he talked. I was the first one to bring out Boots Ennis, Keyshawn Davis, Brandon Lee. Come on, y'all. Michelle Rivera before he was La Salsa Ali, before La Salsa Ali Rivera. You know? It was me that brought the Haneys and the Lopez together on a platform. It was me, Punch Drunk Boxing. It was me. Matter of fact, the marination started right here. The marination started right here. Hey, yo, I'm going to tell you like this. This channel was so thorough, so raw. So raw. Let me tell you like this, yo. To be honest, ain't no cap on my tongue. This channel was so raw, and the people that support this channel was the rawest mother effers in this community. This channel was so raw that they got the industry people calling me and telling me, please, can you take down that interview? Please, can you take down this video? Oh, you think, I'm gonna tell you like this. What goes in the surface of this community, I'm gonna tell you like this. There is way more drama behind the scenes. Way more drama behind the scenes. Almighty don't like nobody with the $5 super chatty patty K said, bro, Showbiz the Adore just today said Devin Haney can explore his options. Yet he says Canelo is a duck for exploring his options. Shout out to my brother Showbiz the Adult though, man. One of the hardest worker in this community. Got the numbers, got the attention, got the delivery, got the passion. That's the GOAT. That's my guy, bro. That's my guy. Look, I'm gonna tell you like this. Some people just gonna like other content creators. Some people not gonna like it and stuff like that. I think that you know what it is. I think with the Canelo Alvarez, this is what it is. I think Almighty don't like nobody. I think this is what it is. I think with Canelo Alvarez, that Canelo Alvarez has done so much, and we have been We have become a community that depends on Canelo Alvarez right now, because in all reality, we don't know. We don't depend on the other guys because we don't know what they're going to do. We don't know what they're going to fight. Can we depend on Jamal Charlo? Can we depend? Do we know what the Beast Andre going to do next? Do we know what David Benavidez going to do next? Do we know? Let's just be honest. I mean, I like all these fighters, and I hope they get an opportunity to face Canelo Alvarez or face each other. But do the community of boxing depends on it? Do we wait on them? No. But Canelo Alvarez has been doing it. He's been out there. He's been active. So we become dependent on him. So by the time that he might not do exactly what we want him to do, we're like, come on, Canelo. We over-exaggerate because we're only depending on Canelo Alvarez. He's the one that's been consistent. He's the one that be going for legacy in a consistent basis. That's why he's a walking Hall of Famer. It got to the point where we just looking for Canelo Alvarez to do something. I think that's what it is. But nah, Showbiz my guy, man. Showbiz doing a hell of a job. Gotta give respect where it's due. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody gonna agree on each other's content. You know what I'm saying? But the best thing is, I'm gonna say it like this: when you do have respect for somebody, when you do have respect from somebody, and the line of work that we do, and it's basically an entrepreneur, you know what I'm saying? Independent media, boxing content creator, and stuff like that. If you have respect for a boxing content creator or respect from somebody, and you don't agree with them, you don't want to publicly blast them because you don't want to, what's the word? Compromise who they talking to, or I mean, who's supporting them, compromise. And that's what it is. If you support somebody, you don't really want to do that. And now they throwing shots at you, subliminal shots at you, then you know what I'm saying, it's like, all right, you know what I'm saying? But you know, that's how I feel, man. Showbiz punch the funniest in this way. MMA production said Charles Showbiz and punch the funniest in the space. Yeah, that's my guy, Showbiz, man. One of the guys that I respect highly because, you know, just looking at the guy and how he approaches his work and what he's done for his community, you know what I'm saying? You gotta respect that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta respect that. Another person, there's people that be like, Punch, did you hear what Blue Blood said? I respect Blue Bloods. I don't look at Blue Bloods and just look at his content. If I seen Blue Bloods when I'm doing media work and he's doing media work, and it's all respect. Greet each other with respect. Now, he might not agree on my content, some of my content, or most of my content. I might not agree with his content, but I'm not going to judge him based on his point of view of what he feels about boxing. You know what I'm saying? And I know in this community as well, they like to put people against each other. You feel me? They like to throw them darts, you know, try to throw them. Hey, yo, Punch, what do you think about what he said? Yo, that shit is crazy and stuff like that. If you know, and I'm gonna say it like this, let's be real, man, because I don't think that's cool either. If you know that I'm cool with somebody or they cool with me, don't strategically try to break us or try to make us say something about this person. I don't think that's all that cool. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? We peeped that. And I'm gonna say it like this. Me and Showbiz peeped that. HLD, I got mad love for Showbiz, even though I cook them every once in a while. You know what I'm saying? And well, everybody got their opinions, right? Everybody got their opinions. He said Bass will punch the IBFP, show his face yet. Nah, he ain't never gonna show his face. I don't believe so. But the same thing with IBFP, you know what I'm saying? He's doing his thing in his channel. He's delivering for his community and stuff like that. Whether I agree or disagree with it and stuff like that, I've supported him. I support different type of content. I'm not gonna support all the content. I just felt with IBFP, I felt like, you know what I'm saying, he was leading into the route of just debunking the narrative, in which I feel like, you know, it became like, you know, don't let them dictate your next video. But if that's what he's doing, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? He's doing something good out there for his community. It is what it is. We don't have to agree or we don't have to agree or disagree. It is what it is, man. But the challenge is still out there. Let's do something for the community, my brother. But Devin Haney, let me say this. Let me say this as well. There is real animosity when it comes to Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez. And it seems like you may think that it's Teofimo Lopez towards Devin Haney, and I don't really think it's like that. I really think that the reason I don't think it's directly towards Devin Haney when it comes to Teofimo Lopez. Now, I could be wrong. But this is the way that I analyze it, is that they have disputed the accomplishment of Teofimo Lopez because of Devin Haney. And I think about this. Let me tell you this. When Teofimo Lopez beat Vasily Lomachenko, one of the first guys that actually called Teofimo Lopez was actually Devin Haney to congratulate him. These guys was not enemies or like all the time. These guys was not an ad. They was competitive. They know they're going to fight each other down the line. They also knew that, but it was more cordial and more respected when they do meet each other. Again, Devin Haney did call Teofimo Lopez right after the next day after the Vasily Lomachenko fight to congratulate him and things of that nature. So these guys had each other's numbers. They really didn't hate each other. They're just competitive, right? But I think the mountain of fans that disrespected, and I feel like disrespected because y'all should have identified the truth to recognize that Teofimo Lopez was the lightweight undisputed, but y'all wanted to play that game. But while y'all was trying to shit on him because Devin Haney had a world title that he never earned, we know that. We saw the ceremony. We saw when he was elevated. We know when he never won the belt. Y'all would rather shit on Teofimo Lopez, justify his status or unjustify his status to build up a guy that never won anything that we all saw got handed a mother effing belt. And I think that has created this type of tension. Like, how y'all going to shame me, devalue me, dispute me when you know Loma ain't loose to nobody? You know, whether you like it or not, 90% of the people did not like this franchise. But the franchise was an elevation. It was not a demotion. It was an elevation. It was a WBC. WBC is not my business. It's not your business either. If the WBC say something about their business and say, hey, yo, that the WBC franchise is put ahead, is put above any world champion in their respective sanctioning body, I don't give a damn if you don't like it. You got to respect that. I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what I feel. I don't like the franchise. I hated the franchise. I hated when Canelo Alvarez got the franchise. I didn't like it. But still, I recognize, though, that Loma was the guy. He beat Campbell. He was the WBC. They elevated him. He's going to fight Teofimo Lopez. We wanted the undisputed. It was an undisputed. They promoted as undisputed. We know what it is. We identify it. We understand the politics. How many times do you hear people say, Teofimo Lopez should have been undisputed? The people that want to dispute that. Teofimo Lopez should have been. If he should have been, why he should have been? Because you identify the politics. Now, if you can identify the politics, now don't shit on him because of the politics of the sport of boxing, because the only person that's taking the hit will be Teofimo Lopez. It's your job as a hardcore boxing fan to understand the politics of the sport of boxing and recognize the motherfucking truth. But y'all ain't want to do that. Y'all rather shame Teofimo Lopez at that time for a guy that you know didn't win shit. That's the facts. Who did he beat? I don't know. But he's still the WBC champion. No. He's a belt holder, not a champion. It's a difference between a champion and a belt holder, ladies and gentlemen. Let me say it again. It's a difference between a champion and a belt holder. Devin Haney was holding a belt. He was not a champion. But because in this community, some people got to follow a narrative. Some people are tribal. They have to come up and mind F themselves and say, well, Teo is not this because Haney got the belt. All right, so what? So what? Charles Edochie says, the question I always ask, if Loma won that fight, had he been guaranteed called undisputed? You know that. You know that, Charles. You know that. And then you see how they played the effery. You see how they played the fuckery. Remember, leading up, Teofimo Lopez was former undisputed on ESPN. They signed up with the Dream Haney. Then they started calling Teofimo Lopez the unified champion when they was promoting the Josh Taylor and Teofimo Lopez. ESPN and Top Rank shitter on him. There's the reason why he was going at them. Right? And then when leading up to the fight, the week leading up to the fight, when that said that Devin Haney and Lomachenko was taken care of, then they went back to say that Teofimo Lopez was the former undisputed world champion. The industry was, and I was calling this out every day. I was doing the video. I was writing the articles. Y'all rather let a guy get shitted on like that, and y'all recognize it, y'all identify it, y'all witnesses of it. Y'all see that. And then you see his frustration, and then you want to call him that he's mentally unstable. When you see it, how they was fucking him up, how you see they were disrespecting him. Top Rank and ESPN disrespected Teofimo Lopez leading up to his fight. But because y'all like the disrespect, and it's a toxic community, is a notorious cesspool, y'all was like, ha 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 ha. Y'all was laughing when Triller didn't come through. Ha 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 ha. But y'all know the truth. Why y'all gave it a pass though? You feel me? You know, if it was for Vasily Lomachenko, they never would have played that game. They never would have played that game with Vasily Lomachenko, the Golden Goose of Top Rank. They never would have played that game. Look at Lomachenko. He's always in position. No matter if he loses, he's always right there in position and get whatever he wants. And kudos, man. You got to give props to these business decisions that they make. Kudos to his team. But let's identify the truth. Teofimo Lopez is two-time undisputed. Show enough. Let's identify it. Did Josh Taylor lose to anybody? No, man. He vacated the world title. So when Teofimo Lopez feels in his heart that he's a two-time undisputed, like Roy Jones Jr. said, like Antonio Tarver said, they recognize the truth. Why don't y'all want to recognize the truth? To enable a narrative? For what? For your little bragging rights? To win a debate? I know I'm lagging. I know. But peep this. This is when I know. Let's take it back to memories lane, because people like to create this thing. When Teofimo Lopez is a champion, Devin Haney never does the necessary thing to get the fight done, or not even done, but to pressure the fight the business way, the traditional way. When you want to fight, you request the belt federations, you send a petition, and the belt federation will do what they have to do. Devin Haney understands that. Let's take it back to memories lane. When Teofimo Lopez, I'm going to tell you like this. Devin Haney has an animosity with Teofimo Lopez to the point that he hates Teofimo Lopez more. He hates Teofimo Lopez's success. He thrives of Teofimo Lopez's downfall more than his success. Let me say it again. Devin Haney prides himself, or his emotions gravitates to hate Teo or to see his downfall more than him accomplishing his own greatness. Did you remember when Teofimo Lopez lost that split decision to George Camboso? Do you remember the emotions that Devin Haney had when he became undisputed? Devin Haney celebrated more when Teofimo Lopez lost than when he beat George Camboso. His downfall was greater than his accomplishment emotionally. Peep this. Come on, y'all. Y'all don't remember?
Let's go! Let's go! You know, that's what we told man! That's what the fuck we told.
The celebration was like, oh my God, I thought it was Happy New Year, something like that. Look at the celebration when Teofimo Lopez lost, and look at the celebration when he actually became an undisputed world champion. Look at it again. If y'all missed it, look at the emotions of Devin Haney when Teo lost, and look at the emotions of Devin Haney when he won. You let me know what he's more proud, or how he's more prideful, or what means more to him.
Let's go! Let's go!
that's a guy that really wanted Teofimo Lopez. Because if you really wanted Teo and you knew that was a big fight, you will be going for Teo. You'll be wanting Teo to win because you want to fight Teofimo Lopez, right? Am I right? It don't matter if Teofimo Lopez was a harder fight than George Kambosos. If you are Devin Haney and you've been hunting for Teofimo Lopez, so to say you're hunting for Teofimo Lopez, maybe you're hunting for him in the cameras, right? For the cameras. If you want Teofimo Lopez, why was you celebrating like that when he lost? That don't look like a guy that really wanted to fight Teofimo Lopez. That looked like a guy that was happy that Teofimo Lopez lost, so he won't really have to face him. Devin Haney's been like that. He always been like that. Chris G, who celebrates like that? He celebrated more than when he actually won. That's a man right there that hated Teofimo Lopez. He was wishing, you remember the song, I'm wishing on a star to follow where you are. He was wishing for the downfall of Teofimo Lopez. So when the celebration was, it was like, oh my, yes, I don't have to fight Teo, yay! You know he didn't want to fight Teofimo Lopez. He didn't want to fight Teofimo Lopez. Oh, yo. But what about? You remember when he missed out the meeting? When Teofimo Lopez had the belt, Top Rank and DHP was supposed to have a meeting. As a matter of fact, DHP conducted a meeting and he never showed up. Had a conversation with them when I was in Miami. And they stated, now we ain't gonna sign with Top Rank because come on, Punch. You see how they doing to Bud Crawford. You see how they treat black fighters. I did a video about it. They didn't show up. I knew that from a top rank rep, and I knew that from DHP himself. They didn't show up to the meeting. Basically, they didn't show up to the meeting because he said, look how they treating Bud Crawford and look how they treated Floyd Mayweather, and we're the new Mayweather, and they don't know how to treat black fighters. But look what they ended up with. I did a video June 18th, 2021. I did a video about it. They were supposed to have a meeting in June 14th, June 15th on that Tuesday. They didn't show up. Y'all remember with Bob Arum? And I said this in June, and Bob Arum spoke about it in October. Do y'all remember this? Let me send y'all. Let me give you the facts. Hold on. Let me give you the facts. Hold on.
Haney's father approaches him, says he wants to come in, then never shows up. I ain't chasing him.
Y'all remember that? The DHP really wanted Teofimo Lopez. So you saw they never showed up to the meeting when Teofimo Lopez had the belt. When he had the belt, they didn't run to Top Rank like they ran to George Kambosos. When Teofimo Lopez had the belt, they didn't run to Top Rank. They went to the meeting with Top Rank when George Kambosos had the belts. But when Teofimo Lopez had the belts, they didn't even show up to their own meeting, bro, that they conducted. They made that old man sit in his office waiting. You know he got no more time to waste. Bobby Arim is too old to be waiting on people. He's living off time right now. How you gonna do that to that old man? You don't got no days to waste. He don't got no weed to waste too. Come on, man. You don't do that to Bobby Arim, a.k.a. Dinosaur, a.k.a. Jurassic Park, a.k.a. he got like 5 more years to live because he's smoking that good shit that's giving longevity. They stood Bob Arum up. When it was time to talk about Teofimo Lopez when he had the straps. Right? Let's move it along. I'm giving the indication of why really the Teofimo Lopez, that Devin Haney really didn't want to know Teofimo Lopez. When it comes to George Kambosos, Devin Haney said, I wanted to take on all terms. I don't give a damn. He told his dad, do not let George Kambosos get away. I'll take whatever terms he get. Remember? And everybody was saying, oh, yo, he's taking a pay cut. Devin Haney really want to be great. Devin Haney going abroad and he's going to go out there without his dad and stuff like that. Devin Haney is taking a pay cut. Devin Haney is taking whatever the Kambosos term and blah, blah, blah. Remember that? He told his dad, I'll take whatever they're giving me. I'll take the same shit, the same deal that Lomachenko was taking. Remember? You remember? When it came to Devin Haney, when it comes to Teofimo Lopez, we had the straps. He wasn't trying to take anything. Devin Haney, when Teofimo Lopez was trying to tell him, I'm the A side, Devin Haney was like, I make more money than you. I got more followers than you. Y'all remember that? Or was it just me? When it came to George Kambosos, when he was the champion, Devin Haney would take whatever, low ball offers, whatever Kambosos wants. When Teofimo Lopez had the strap and he says he's the A side, Devin Haney was like, I make more money than you. Why don't you bring this fight to the zone? Y'all forgot about that, right? Huh? You see the energy changes when Teofimo Lopez is in position. The energy changes when Teofimo Lopez is in position. That's when Devin Haney plays the game. He plays the clout game. He didn't say this to George Kambosos. Hold on. Let me give you another. He didn't say this.
I got more followers than you. I have more followers than you. What are you talking about? But I got more followers than you. I have more followers than you. What are you talking about? Look how much money I make, more than you. Look how much money I make, more than you. Look how much money I make, more than you. I got more followers than you. I have more followers than you. What are you talking about? But I got more followers than you. I have more followers than you. What are you talking about? Look how much money I make, more than you. Look how much money I make, more than you. Look how much money I make, more than you.
That was the type of time. Remember, they was arguing before that? When Teofimo Lopez had the strap, Devin Haney was saying, remember, and his father was saying, bring this fight to the zone. You know that Teofimo Lopez was with Top Rank. What the fuck you mean bring this fight to the zone? You know after the George Kambosos, he got to go back to Top Rank. What do you mean bring this fight to the zone? What do you mean you got more money? What do you mean you got more followers? That was Devin Haney's energy towards Teofimo Lopez. That was not his energy towards George Kambosos. That was not his energy towards George Kambosos. When George Kambosos had the straps, he's willing to take anything to get the straps. When it came to Teofimo Lopez, the energy was not there. So when Teofimo Lopez tells Devin the Dream Haney, hey, yo, we're going to fight for this. Devin Haney should have been like, I'll take whatever to get your strap. I'll go out there to Top Rank. I'll go to the meeting. I'll do whatever it needs to get the straps. When it came to George Kambosos, that was Devin Haney's energy. Am I right or wrong? Am I right or wrong? Am I speaking facts or am I speaking feelings? Am I speaking facts or am I speaking feelings, man? I'm not lying to y'all. Those are not my words. Those are not my words. Why Devin Haney is saying, I got more money than you. I have more followers than you. He ain't said that to George Kambosos. He never said that about George Kambosos. He had more followers. He made more money than George Kambosos, but that wasn't the thing for Devin the Dream Haney. The thing was for him to become an undisputed world champion, right? And he would do whatever it takes. He would dare to be great. Was he daring to be great? Or he knew that George Kambosos was the weakest link? Is he really trying to dare to be great and move up to the junior welterweight? Or he's only willing to move up to the junior welterweight division if it was Honor Barbosa? But now that Teofimo Lopez says, nah, I'm not going to retire. I'm keeping my strap. Where the fuck is Devin Haney? And where the hell is the request? Where is his request? Because we all know he knows how to send requests to the WBO. His request should have been, I'm going to wait if Devin Haney stays and is unretired and is keeping his belt, I want to fight Teofimo Lopez. That should have been the request. The request should have never been, oh, I want to wait what Teofimo Lopez is going to be doing. No, the request should be, I want Teofimo Lopez. I want to use my super WBO veto. I'm gonna use my position and mandate Teofimo Lopez to fight me. Is that the request of Devin the Dream Haney? Because he was ready to go and fight Arnold Barboza. But what's a harder fight? Devin Haney versus Shakur Stevenson? Or 25%, right? Devin Haney versus Tank Davis? Devin Haney versus Teo? Or Devin Haney versus Arnold Barboza? What's the easiest fight? And what was the fight that he was about to go take? Thank you, Carlos. Thank you, Los. Thank you, Los. Haney is following the footsteps of the one and only King Teofimo. Now let's break it down even more. Let's break it down even more. Because people like to use this. What about the $4 million? Ladies and gentlemen, where this $4 million thing came from? Y'all remember? Let me see y'all if y'all been rocking with Punching on Boxing for a while. Where does this $4 million, this potential $4 million that Haney was going to give Teofimo Lopez, from where did it come from? Where did it come from? What platform did it come from? When everybody, the whole community of the whole boxing world was talking about this $4 million, where did it come from? Where did it come from? Anybody can tell me? Anybody in the chat? Where this $4 million ordeal came from? Cambosa was a mandatory with a TO, not a cherry pick. Facts. Facts. What happened to the meeting with Bob? Does anyone know what happened? We don't know. Now, when Teofimo Lopez, there was a meeting, but nobody showed up. George Cambosa got the belt. They ran to the motherfucking meeting, and they said, "Give me whatever he want, I'll take." This is when you know that. Remember, at first it was reported that George Cambosa, peep this, and let's go by what was reported right at first. Let's go by what was reported first, right? But we understand, knowing that with the court papers, we understand the truth. But let's just play the game that they was playing. Remember, it was George Cambosa getting $10 million and Devin Haney $2.8 million before the court papers show. You know, he was getting sued by Peter Khan and Javier Centeno. Javier Centeno was the trainer of George Cambosa, and Peter Khan was the manager of George Cambosa. And he sued, both of them sued George Cambosa. But before that we saw the paperwork, everybody said, and even them said, that George Cambosa got paid $10 million to fight Devin the Dream Haney. So it was, now peep this, remember this. Wasn't it a laughing stock? Wasn't it a laughing stock when Teofimo Lopez said $10 million and everybody's saying, you ain't worth $10 million? And the Devin Haney fans were like, you ain't worth $10 million. But when George Cambosa's report was that he earned $10 million, nobody said anything. This is when you know it's hate. So you telling me that George Cambosa deserved $10 million to fight Devin Haney, but Teofimo Lopez didn't deserve the $10 million? You remember? You remember when the $10 million came to play, when the Lopez was talking about $10 million and everybody in the community was laughing? But nobody was laughing when the report says that Cambosa was making $10 million to fight Devin the Dream Haney. It wasn't funny then, right? So it was only funny for Teo, but it wasn't funny for George Cambosa, right? Y'all remember that? We understand that he didn't get $10 million, but let's not forget about the narrative that was pushed out there, though. The narrative that was pushed out there was that Teofimo Lopez is crazy, thinking he could get $10 million. Remember? The narrative was that Teofimo Lopez and his dad was crazy, asking for $10 million. But when George Cambosa was about to give the opportunity to Devin Haney, nobody gave a fuck about the $10 million that George Cambosa was going to get. Nobody was knocking George Cambosa. As a matter of fact, nobody should be knocking nobody getting money. If anybody in the chat tells me, "Ayo, Punch, I'm about to make $10 million," I'm not going to be like, you don't deserve that. what you was making yesterday. I heard you was working minimum wage. What you mean you making $10 million? Who the hell is paying you $10 million? That's a hate. That's what we do in this community, hate. When George Kambosos was reported making $10 million, everybody was like, whoa, at least Devin Haney is going out there and getting lowballed and taking all the turns because he's daring to be great. And everybody was like, okay, he can get $10 million. But when it comes to Teofimo Lopez, see, that's the difference between cultures. Over here in America, you want to diss a man that was on the verge of making $10 million. And you want to laugh that even after the Triller deal, they bid, it was a huge bid. And then Triller couldn't come with the money and everything fell apart. And y'all take it on Teo. Y'all didn't take it on Peter Khan, the COO, that he left the job. He left the job in what was it, August or September? Y'all didn't say it was effed by Triller. Y'all was busy trying to shame Teofimo Lopez. Y'all was busy trying to shame Teofimo Lopez with the $10 million. Y'all was busy trying to shame Teofimo Lopez when he voided the frustration during the pandemic. 4.3 million views. Went from Comey to Lomachenko. He did what we wanted every fighter to do. Fight the best, to be the best. The lineal, fall for all the crown. Fight the number one, number two. Fight the best fight. Teofimo Lopez delivered for the boxing fans. And you failed, Teofimo Lopez. Teo did what we wanted fighters to do. But most of y'all played him. Always devaluing him. Made fun of the $10 million, but no, George Kambosos get $10 million. Want to say that he's not really undisputed, knowing that this guy, the guy that you vouching for, the way that you dissing Teofimo Lopez is because you're vouching for Devin Haney. But you know that Devin Haney never won shit at that time, so you rather shit on the guy that actually did what he needed to do. Now, if the politics of the sport of boxing shitted on Teofimo Lopez, it was about us protecting Teofimo Lopez, and a hardcore boxer fan is looking at and saying that y'all fucked up. Hell no, we're not gonna take away that moment from Teofimo Lopez. We're not gonna take the moment from Teofimo Lopez because we understand the fuckery that y'all just played him. But y'all did. I'm not saying y'all. I'm saying some of y'all. Yeah, no, I'm talking to the haters as well. Let's more receipts. The $4 million came here.
One, can I go get you? Can I go get $4 million from the zone?
I'll fight for 4. I told my son he can fight for 4. But if we fight it for 10, guess where we're going?
For that? Oh, it was. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? Let me play it again.
One, can I go get you? Can I go get $4 million from the zone?
I'll fight for 4. I told my son he can fight for 4. But if we fight it for 10, guess where we're going?
When things opened up in Australia, there was a potential that Teofimo Lopez could have got $10 million. Let's remember that Teofimo Lopez was negotiating. Team Lopez was negotiating with the Kambosos team. Let's not forget that if the $10 million, that $10 million, do you know where it came about? Think about it. Think about it, ladies and gentlemen. This is what the narrative pushers, they believe in now. This is what the Devin Haney haters, the Teofimo Lopez haters be leaving out. Teofimo Lopez was in negotiations. Lopez was in negotiations with George Kambosos. Peter Khan was the manager of George Kambosos. Not only was Peter Khan the manager of George Kambosos, Peter Khan was the COO of Triller. The COO of Triller. So when he's talking money, he's talking $10 million and negotiating with the COO of Triller, guess where this $10 million is coming to play? What is this $10 million idea? It's not coming out of his fucking ass. It's coming from the guy that funds the money. Right? Just like this $10 million idea with Devin Haney came about. Who closed that deal for him? Who closed the deal for Devin Haney versus George Kambosos? Peter Khan, $10 million. Teofimo Lopez, George Kambosos, $10 million. Peter Khan, COO, Triller, all that. Australian money. Remember, Teofimo Lopez and George Kambosos was going to be first in Australia. They was talking about Australia type of money. Stadium. Before they closed the deal, Australia shut down again. That effed up the plans because the fight was supposed to be in Australia. Australia opened up and it shut back down during the pandemic again. But let's move forward, right? The $4 million, did the Haneys ever get $4 million from the Zone? Did they ever get $4 million from Eddie Hearn? Because after that, Eddie Hearn did a live, and I hope the live was still there because I asked Eddie Hearn a question. I asked Eddie Hearn, did Bill Haney ever get the $4 million to get the Teofimo Lopez fight? You know what Eddie Hearn told me? Eddie Hearn said, we're not thinking about, he said, what are you talking about? Strictly like that, when I asked Eddie Hearn said, what are you talking about? We're not paying attention to Teofimo Lopez. We want the winner of Ryan Garcia and Luke Campbell. When Eddie Hearn did an IG live, I asked him a question. He answered the question and I asked him, because remember, this was in my channel. The $4 million was on my channel that Bill Haney was going to get to the Zone, and Eddie Hearn was the promotional company. So, of course, you got to go through Eddie Hearn. Now, let me ask you like this. Did Eddie Hearn ever petition or ever requested for a unification bout with Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez? When there was a period of time where Teofimo Lopez didn't get ordered to the purse bid yet, did Eddie Hearn, DHP Promotions, ever sign a petition for a potential unification bout with Teofimo Lopez? No. Once again, when Teofimo Lopez got the strap, in this business, in boxing, business decisions speak louder than words. Business decisions speak louder than words. Calling out people in boxing, that's nothing. That's gibberish. That's just verbal shit. That's just a way to start marinating a fight. A real call out is when you filed a request. A real call out when you file a petition. A real call out when you send a proposal. A real call out when you send a term sheet. A real call out is when you send a contract. This ain't high school play, meet me at 3 o'clock type of bullshit. This ain't it. That's called advertising. Tell him, Drizzy. The real call out is send a request. When Nonito Donaire is calling out for Jason Maloney, he's going to the WBC with his representative and petitioning and requesting them to fight for the WBC. Nonito Donaire is fighting for the WBC right now, right? Right? That's when you know they want to do something. Remember, Keith and Tom Thurman was supposed to be fighting Earl of True Spence. TGB petitioned the WBA to mandate the fight or gave permission for Earl Spence to fight Keith Thurman. But of course, it took a while, and now we got the fight that we really wanted to see. But those are the real call-outs in boxing. When Keith Thurman sent a contract to Bud Crawford, and people were saying it was $10 million, and it wasn't $10 million, I remember. But that's a real call-out in boxing. Now, people was making fun of the $10 million. But let me ask y'all a question. Did Eddie Hearn said he could do it, though? As much as y'all people was trying to diss this $10 million, calling the Teofimo Lopez and his dad delusional for the $10 million, right? It was calling him delusional for the $10 million. But when it came with George Kambosos, it was not delusional for George Kambosos, right? Did Eddie Hearn say he actually could do the $10 million? Yes or no? Or did he say no? Hell no. What did Eddie Hearn say? That he could do it? Oh, hell no. I ain't giving him $10 million to Teofimo Lopez. Y'all crazy. Did Eddie Hearn say that? I want to know. That Eddie Hearn was prepared or willing to give what Teofimo Lopez Sr. or Jr. asked for? Yes or no? People saying hell no. Everybody was laughing. Let me know. Come on, people, give me a yes or no. Eddie Hearn wasn't trying to give T.O. $10 million, right? Right? Yes? No? Anybody? Kobe? Dímelo, mi hermano. Yes? Well, let's break it down. Let's see. Because a lot of people see, and it's the same video that everybody watched. See, this is the same video that everybody watched, but everybody they forget that actually Eddie Hearn said this. Hold on.
How much? 10 million. Okay. You can do that?
Oh, shit.
I can do that.
Shit.
I can do that.
Shit.
I can do that. Yeah? You good? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's play it again.
How much? 10 million. Okay. You can do that?
Oh, shit.
I can do that.
Shit.
I can do that.
Shit.
I can do that. Yeah? You good? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Eddie Hearn say what? You know, I try my best to slow it down. Did Eddie Hearn say what? Did Eddie Hearn say what? When people created a bunch, because Teofimo Lopez got a lot of haters. You gotta understand this in this community. Let me tell you something about this community. Teofimo Lopez have a lot of haters. Most of the high traffic channels go against Teofimo Lopez. So whatever they push, they're going to push the narrative against Teofimo Lopez. But they brag the $10 million. Delusional. He don't deserve $10 million. Yet the question is, was Eddie Hearn willing to pay the $10 million? Yes or no? So I go to the same video that these guys play, but they never play this part. They never play this part.
How much? 10 million. Okay. You can do that?
Oh, shit.
I can do that.
Shit.
I can do that.
Shit.
I can do that. Yeah? You good? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah, I could do it. Right? Shit, around that time, the zone is throwing money around like crazy, right? Yeah, I could do it. Shit, ladies and gentlemen, they gave $7 million to Jesse Vargas to fight. I'm sorry. Yeah, they gave $7 million to Mikey Garcia to fight Jesse Vargas. Around that time, the zone is throwing money like crazy. So while people was saying, oh, let's do it. See, Eddie Hearn was willing to do it. But did Eddie Hearn ever send a petition or request it? Did Eddie Hearn ever send a contract to Teofimo Lopez or David McWaters? Did DHP ever send a term sheet or a proposal like they did to Gary Russell Jr.? Yes or no? The facts. Give me the facts. As much as people want to say, Devin Haney wants to fight Teo. Devin Haney wants to fight Teo. Devin want to hate the. Did DHP, remember, Devin Haney is a promotional company. He calls himself a boss. He told Teofimo Lopez he got more money than you and stuff like that. He got to answer to a boss. He only partners up with Eddie Hearn. DHP is a promotional company. They got the money. They got the moolah. They want to be Floyd Mayweather. Did DHP ever send a contract to Teofimo Lopez? Yes or no? And if they did, can anybody send me the link? I need help, y'all. I mean, I don't know everything. Did Teofimo Lopez, like we heard fighters going to a negotiation. We seen Bud Crawford and Earl Spence going to a negotiation. We seen, like I said earlier, Keith von Thurman sent a term sheet. We seen that David Benavidez' team sent Canelo Alvarez a term sheet. Steven Espinoza said that, right? We seen proposals. What else? Eddie Hearn is giving Regis Prograis a proposal for a fight with Devin Haney and blah blah blah. Did we ever hear DHP or Eddie Hearn or Matchroom at the time give Teofimo Lopez a contract, or Top Rank or Bob Arum a contract for them to do a fight? Ladies and gentlemen, also, I had an interview around that time with David McWaters. David McWaters at the time said Tell Bill Haney to call me right now so we can make the fight. Damn, man. See this channel. I'm gonna tell you something about my channel, bro. My channel, I'm gonna call it Punch Run Boxing, aka Receipts. See, a lot of people. See, when I interview people and or I'm talking to people, I'm trying to get to the bottom of it. That's on when y'all saw me in the Bud Crawford Earl of True Spence press conference. By the time that they gave us to ask questions, I didn't even go straight to Bud. I didn't even go straight to Spence. I went straight to Steven Espinoza. I said, Steven Espinoza, and I did the interview. Y'all saw it. Did David Benavidez send a contract saying they real offer to Canelo Alvarez? He said yes. That's all I need. That was my homework. To be honest, that was my homework for the day. I came right back, boom, delivered the content. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Steven Espinoza said that it was true. Because to be honest, I really thought that it wasn't. And I was talking to my brother, Rapstar Boxing Knowledge, in his channel, and I'm like, hey, yo, watch tomorrow. I'm going to go out there and ask Steven Espinoza, because remember, you know how I put Jose Benavidez. I said, man, if you want a Canelo Alvarez, why don't you go petition? See, I keep the same energy. When I was talking to Jose Benavidez Sr. on Rapstar Boxing Knowledge, I told him straight up, man, I'm tired with these y'all motherfuckers and stuff like that. Why? If Samson is the best friend of Mauricio Sudamar, what y'all need to do is go to the WBC, y'all mandatory position, y'all get the WBC interim, and petition them for y'all to be order. If Canelo Alvarez doesn't want to fight y'all, then Canelo Alvarez gets stripped. I told Jose Benavidez Sr. straight like that. And then after that, I told my brother Rapstar, you know what? Man, he said they sent him a contract. I'm gonna ask Steven Espinoza, the network. I'm gonna ask if that's true. I do my work. More receipts. Hold on. More receipts. Hold on. Got you right here. Make water. This is a long one. Let me see if I can find it here. Let me see if we can find it here.
For his age, he's doing better than just about anybody since Tyson. Wow. And it's hard to count the heavyweights, you know? No, it's not purely. We're dying to fight there also. But yeah, we love fighting at the Garden. We love the electricity of New York, and are psyched to be back. Last question: how do you like the state of boxing today compared to?
Let me see.
Is Teofimo Lopez overlooking Cambosa? I don't think so. I just think that when he was, if he gets healthy again, I think Eric De Leon, 130-pounder from Detroit, we have, could be a fight or two away. Those guys to do well, because the better they do, I think, the better the industry does. So you know, I don't necessarily subscribe to the idea that these people are in competition. I think boxing is a small enough niche. The question is what weight it'll be at, right? You know, in 2 years they'll both be 47s.
This is a 4-hour. That was a 4-hour stream, so I'm trying to find the area.
All those guys, you know, the question is what weight it'll be at, right? You know, in 2 years they'll both be 47s, or at least 40s. You know, but you know, Hagler, Hearn, Leonard, all those guys, you know, they didn't all fight each other in their 15th fight at their first weight class. Yeah, you know, they all eventually fought each other, and but it wasn't immediately into first weight class. You know, we'll get to everyone. I mean, it's one of the reasons, you know, why some of the smaller guys that may not be able to move up are a priority now too. You know, you think about those guys. You know, if we were going to do a Loma rematch, we can't wait forever on it. Yeah, I don't think he's ever really going to move up. So, you know, there's different things like that all play into who's next and who's down the road.
Yeah, he does. And he said he doesn't have any desire to give him the rematch. And I know that, of course, Top Rex would love that rematch.
Talking about Loma on this one.
It's not high on Teofimo's list of 135 forever. You know, if Haney and Garcia and those guys who came and you know, forced the fight and, you know, or at least been very cooperative on a fight, I think it'd be a different thing. But and also, like I said, those guys are young enough. We'll fight them somewhere. We'll fight them at 40. We'll fight them at 47. Maybe we'll fight them at 54 someday. You know, I mean, they're all babies. I mean, those kids. Teofimo just turned 24. I think Devin may be 23.
Yeah, he's gonna turn 23. He's 22.
And Ryan. I mean, Ryan is young enough. January of 2016, I saw him at a national junior tournament in Reno, so he can't be more than 20. At the end of a calendar year. So we'll see. We would like to do it, and there's no doubt in my mind physically he can do it. I mean, no doubt.
As a manager, since there's a lot of skillful fighters, there's a lot of potential great fighters out there. As a manager, how do you go about picking or being a
mandatory? We're on a much shorter schedule, right?
Yeah.
So, and I think we could have got an exception for that clearly, but it just wasn't to happen. It just wasn't in the cards. So, but he wants to fight the best people, and I think you'll see in 2022 a really admirable lineup. I think we're going to fight 3 times, and they're going to be big stars. I think it's going to be major fights. Just express directions to me, or I want to fight the best guys. I want to fight all of them. I don't want any small fights. If this fight hadn't been ordered, we would have never fought George Kambosos. I mean,
who would have been your pick?
We were wanting Haney then. We really wanted to do Haney back then, and thought there was a possibility it could happen. But Haney was still with Eddie, and Eddie and Bob sometimes get things done, and sometimes they don't. That one didn't get done in time. Once they ordered the mandatory, we're on a much shorter schedule, right?
Yeah.
So, and I think we could have got an exception for that clearly, but it just wasn't to happen. It just wasn't in the cards. So,
if they wanted Devin Haney. If Devin Haney, he was going to be facing a mandatory, but if Devin Haney would have petitioned for the fight and requested for the fight, maybe something would have gone. You know what I'm saying? Something would have maneuver. You know what I'm saying? Why not send that $4 million or the $5 million, whatever y'all would be sending? Why not make the offer to Teofimo Lopez around that time? I already did the video, Philip. I did that video. Fill up in the building. I did that video. All I'm saying is, I want to see Devin Haney versus Teofimo Lopez. I want to see that fight. I want to see that Teofimo Lopez face Ryan Garcia. Teofimo Lopez, Gervonta Tan Davis. I think that's the ultimate fight, in my opinion. I want to see these fights. I just don't think that Devin Haney is going to fight Teofimo Lopez, not right now. Because Teofimo Lopez just looked at too spectacular versus Josh Taylor. He just looked at too spectacular versus Josh Taylor. Haney already bailed down. Yeah, Teofimo Lopez bailed him out. Anthony Flores said, eso no vas a pasar. Todos les tienen miedo a Lopez. Ahora, ¿cómo está Lopez ahora mismo? The way that Lopez look versus John Taylor, I don't think Haney wants that work. And if he does that, if he wants that work, I want to see him petition, send a request right now, because he's in position. He's a super. The WBO stated yesterday that he's a super WBO in which he could just go and fight the champion. He don't gotta face no mandatories, no nothing like that. He could go straight ahead and fight Teofimo Lopez, mandate the fight. The answer is Devin Haney going to do it? I mean, Devin Haney got a lot of options. Teo got options. Teo could fight Barbosa. Teo could fight Jose Ramirez. Teo could fight unification bout with Regis Prograis. Teo could fight Teo got options. Tank always gonna have options. Ryan Garcia gonna have options. But you gotta set your eyes on the prize and stuff like that. Devin Haney, you could easily go and fight for the world title. You was going to do it versus Arnold Barboza. And now it's the same energy that Devin Haney always have. When Teo is in position, when Teo got no fight, when Teo's not lined up for no fights right now, where is Devin Haney? Now people going to be like, yo, but why Teofimo Lopez doesn't go? Why Teofimo Lopez? Well, he's going to be picking on a 135-pounder that doesn't even know if he's going to go to the 140. Devin Haney needs to go out there. The champion don't look for people. It's what presents itself. And Devin Haney has the power for the Belt Federation to actually push Teofimo Lopez into doing something. I hate liberal Disney on ESPN, but I tune in only for the top ranked cards, which are entertaining with a great talent. Haney gonna fight Regis. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. And look, I'm gonna put it like this: that's a good fight. And even if Devin Haney fights Regis, and like I said this before, leading up to the Taylor fight, Taylor is the top dog. Taylor beat Regis. You still didn't do what Teofimo Lopez did. If I was Devin Haney, Devin Haney could go out there and fight Regis. Regis ain't looked that good in this last fight, right? They probably see a vulnerability, just like he saw a vulnerability with Lomachenko, but people feel like Lomachenko did beat Devin Haney. Let's see if it happens, y'all. Let's see if it happens. Let me know what y'all think, man. Subscribe to the channel. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Good looking out, Charles Edward Cheese with a super chat earlier today. Good looking out, Charles Edward Cheese says side with a $2 super chat. Good looking out, my brother Elvis. Let me shout out the people that sent that contributed to the channel today. Charles Edward Cheese, good looking out. Appreciate you, my brother. Con los $100 super chari parique. César con los $2 de plátano. Elvis con los $2 de plátano. HLD, one of the members of Punch Run Boxing. If you want to become a member of Punch Run Boxing, you already know where to go. Yo no vi esto, mi hermano. Espera. Brian Guzman, Punch Run Boxing, neutralizing all hating ass marks in the YTBC. Brian Guzman. Diablo, yo no vi eso. Brian Guzman. Con los $10 de super chari parique. Good looking now. One of the members of Punch Run Boxing. I did not see that earlier, bro. I didn't see it earlier. Yo no sé lo que está pasando, mi hermano. Perdóname, señor. Perdóname. Good looking out, Brian Guzman. Neutralize. Hey, man, I bring receipts, man. I got too much. Hey, yo, I'm gonna say it like this. There was one time I'm going through past lives. Yo, I got so much receipts, bro, that I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. I could take a break for 6 months. I could take a break for 6 months and put some old clips that a lot of people never seen before, because of course, remember, I'm on a come up. A lot of people have seen these lives and these videos, but I got epic ones, man. I got epic ones. Charles Edward Cheese con los $100 de super chari parique. Said 1 for the roll, 2 for the show. Ooh, baby. Good looking out, Charles Edward Cheese in the building. Appreciate you, my brother. Hey, yo, Charles Edward Cheese. If Devin Haney fights Teofimo Lopez, can you tell us how that fight is going to go? Can you tell us how that fight is going to go, Charles? Let us know. Give your expertise. Devin Haney versus Teofimo Lopez at 140. The lightweight undisputed versus the top dog, the lineal champion in 140 pounds, Teofimo Lopez. How would that fight go? Teofimo Lopez gonna knock him out, stop him. Will Devin Haney beat Teo? Will outbox Teo? What y'all think? I think looking at the performance of Teofimo Lopez, man, it's hard to bet against him, huh? Yeah. Dev, let me see. Charles said Dev will try to follow the back foot blueprint. Maybe, but maybe it's this though. Maybe Teofimo Lopez learned from that experience. And to be honest, like Devin Haney got footwork, but I really don't even think that he still fights like Sando Martin. And another thing, Sando Martin was a southpaw too. And the good thing about Teofimo Lopez was that he fought good southpaws leading up to the Taylor fight. You know what I'm saying? You could call Teofimo Lopez a southpaw killer. You know what I'm saying? that was a good fight leading up for because he went to camp with Southpaws, you know what I'm saying? That prepared him for Josh Taylor. That was a good one. The advantage for Tio is Haney can't trade with him. He won't. I don't think he won't. I think both of these. Look, I think because, of course, I understand what the way that he performed and his approach to George Kambosos. People question his IQ, but if you understand his IQ versus Loma and you saw the IQ versus Josh Taylor, I think people gotta leave that George Kambosos performance. Like, you gotta stay. It's funny. Sometimes people say, "What have you done for me lately?" But people still want to bring the George Kambosos and Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez. It's crazy. Charles Edder, the advantage for Tio is Haney can't trade. And Cheese, aka Queso, said it will be about how well Tio cuts off the ring and forces the exchanges. I think it's inevitable he's going to cut off the ring. I think it's going to be inevitable he's going to cut off the ring. Teofimo Lopez rarely uses his jab to the top versus Josh Taylor as well. So we all know that he has a way of winning in variety of ways. He uses jab to the solo plex really good versus Josh Taylor and very, very good, which neutralizes Vasily Lomachenko. We've seen how he looks when he's trying to go at you. But Teofimo Lopez got the skills. He's a counter puncher where he could just sit back. He could sit back. He could stay in the pocket. He's good in the pocket. He's good going to the body. He's good going up top. He got some good combinations. He got some great footwork. He's quick. He's explosive. You know what I'm saying? And he's very accurate with his counter punching. That's one thing about Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez doesn't waste any time, any punches. Every punch he throws has its place, and he places them very, very well. Great 50-50. Charles Edward believes is a 50-50 fight. I do think that this fight is 60-40 in my opinion. 60-40 in my opinion. I just think that I feel like Devin Haney just doesn't have enough. If both of these guys come in their A game, healthy, mental right, physically right, not drained, not Devin Haney being drained or Tio being drained, just healthy. They just perfect. Great training camp. I think that Teofimo Lopez could neutralize, and not only neutralize, because we see how Vasily Lomachenko actually neutralized the jab of Devin Haney. So we saw Devin Haney when he doesn't have a jab. He really looked like a very, very average fighter. When Devin Haney don't have a jab, and I used to tell the people, all right, tell me something that Devin Haney got without the jab. Now, of course, he went to the body versus Vasily Lomachenko, but to be honest, the only thing that we could see is him going to the body. But even him going to the body, in my opinion, couldn't even push back the little guy in Lomachenko. So if you can't push back Lomachenko the way that see, there's the difference between Teofimo Lopez going to the body versus Vasily Lomachenko. When he was going to the body versus Vasily Lomachenko stood in the outside for the first 7 rounds, just jabbing the solo plex by Teofimo Lopez. When Devin Haney was connecting hooks to the solo plex and the body of Lomachenko was coming forward. Matter of fact, he was marching forward. That's telling us that he could place his punches well, but was those body shots effective? And I really don't think so. I think the only thing that we could say is because we was talking about Haney's body, is because his body work is because Loma took away the jab. If you take away Devin Haney's jab, and I believe that Teofimo Lopez could counter the jab. I seen Teofimo Lopez win with the jab, and I win without the jab. I seen him go to the body and knock out people with a body. I see the difference between Haney and Tio. I seen Teofimo Lopez neutralize not only good fighters, I'm talking about the top dog of those respective division. Teofimo Lopez, if you ask him about the Josh Taylor fight, he said that was one of his easiest fights. Think about it. When Tio beat Lomachenko, there was no. That's the first. That's the first. I think that's the only fight that, or the only loss of Vasily Lomachenko that people don't even want to argue that. Teofimo Lopez shows that he's levels above the top dog, bro. But styles make fights. Styles make fights. Say it in the building. Say it. Yeah, but Tio's defense is not as good as Loma. I think that Teofimo Lopez defense is good. I think it could get better. I think he's an offensive fighter. You know what I'm saying? And I do think that Lomachenko, he does get caught as well. Not necessarily all flush. He could take a punch. Tio could take a punch. You know what I'm saying? Devin Haney looked like he could take a punch as well. Let's be honest. I mean, of course, he did the Salsa versus Jorge Linares, but I believe that he could take a punch as well. Devin Haney, he's shown that so far. But I feel like Tio just got more ways to adjust to a Devin. You take away the jab, like if Devin Haney takes away the jab of Tio, he still got hooks, he still got combination, he could still hurt you. See, Devin Haney can't hurt you. You know what I'm saying? I think Devin Haney could sting you. He could bother you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying it's kind of different in the highest level, in my opinion. I don't know, man. I give it a 60-40 Teofimo Lopez. But I respect Devin Haney's skills and talent. You know what I'm saying? Gotta respect it. Footwork neutralizes his jab. Man, yeah, man. I'm saying like this. Teofimo Lopez found Lomachenko's angle. Lomachenko found Devin Haney's angle. And even if you hear Lomachenko, the way that he compares Devin Haney and Vasily Lomachenko, I mean, the way that you hear Vasily Lomachenko compare Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez, even Vasily Lomachenko says he's way better. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that they're still young, and the scary thing about it is that both of these guys could actually put more tools in the box, but it's just something that Devin Haney just can't buy, and that's power. And now you're moving up to the 140-pound division, and guess what? Look at Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez is comfortable at 140. And not only that he's comfortable at 140, is look at the two fighters that he has beaten, those are two top 10 caliber of 140-pounder, and he's a smaller guy as well. See, we don't even have to analyze if the power of Teofimo Lopez translated to the 140-pound division. Now we got to look that's one thing a lot of people have been talking about. If Devin Haney moves up to the 140, will his power translate, or will his power, or he already got decent power? I mean, he's undefeated. He's winning. He's winning. Which one? Punch is the 20/2 round by Loma is not a 10-8. What is? Because of that, a 10-8 Loma wins. Which one? 22. Which one are you talking about? They didn't give none of the rounds 10-8. I think it was a close fight. You know what I'm saying? I think it was a close fight. In the 10th, I think he hurt Dev. I outlanded him 22. I mean, there's other judges that would, because there's judges as well that gives 10-10 rounds. You know what I'm saying? I think it was the 11th round though. The 11th round was the 11th round. Yeah, it was the 11th round. I think it was the 10 or 11 round that he went all out. If that is a 10-8 round, what is? Nah, that was did a judge give that one a 10-8 round? I think the judge gave it a 10-9 round. I think the judge gave it all 10-9 round. I think none of the judge gave it a 10-8 round. But sometimes when you in the onslaught like that, like I remember, which one did Teofimo Lopez get a 10-9 round? versus when he got knocked down by George Kambosos, a judge gave it a 10-9 round. It didn't even give it a 10-8 because he was beating him from pillar to post throughout two and a half minutes of the first round. No, it was a 10-9, but I'm saying, what is a 10-8 without a knockdown then? I don't think they'll record a 10-9 round, a 10-8 round. I think he has to go down. I think he will have to go down. But maybe I've seen, maybe there's a card out there that probably give it a 10-8 round. Maybe. I won't even knock it. I think so, but I just can't recall like a fight that particular fight. But I seen the 10-9 round when the guy gets knocked down. I seen it. Have I seen a 10-10 round? I think I seen a 10-10 round before. Oh, so maybe if they could give a 10-10 round, they could give a 10-8 round. Take Haney's jab and it's stationary, in my opinion. Samir in the building. That's what I think so too, man. That's what I think so too. If Loma could figure you out, Teofimo Lopez could figure you out. That's the way I see it. If Loma could figure you out, Teofimo Lopez could figure you out. And he'll hurt you too. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that Devin Haney's defense is okay, is good. It's good. But I think because he relies on defense more. When an offensive fighter, they don't rely on their offense because they believe in their offense as well. They're offensive fighters, they believe in their offense. Not that they don't have defense. Roy Jones Jr. have incredible reflexes, but he didn't rely on the defense, right? He relied on his offense. Now, Bernard Hopkins, he didn't have that special attribute, like that God-given ability to have the speed and power and the twitch muscle and stuff like that. So he relied on defense, right? Winky Wright relied on defense. But guys like Gervonta Tank Davis he's a smart fighter. He got an IQ. Tio got an IQ. You know what I'm saying? Shakur Stevenson is a good defensive fighter, but he's becoming more and more of an offensive fighter. You feel me? Shakur Stevenson has grown into his man strength and is really comfortable being the offensive fighter and then not letting the defense dictate his approach. You know what I'm saying? Some of these special fighters that got special attributes, they rely on their twitch muscle, they rely on their reflexes, and when they get old and they don't stay in the gym, them reflexes go away, and then we see like, oh shit, he wasn't really that good in the defensive end. That's what happened to Roy Jones Jr. Remember, there was a round that where Devin, and in copy box, Roy Jones Jr. did not get hit one time. Everybody was talking about how great of his defense is, but that was really reflex. He can make you miss, he can make you pay, he'll slip you, he'll duck, he'll slip, he'll do all of that. But once his reflex diminish, then we saw like, damn, yo, his defense is poor. He does everything untraditional. He always keep his left hand down and stuff like that. You know, sometimes we appreciate the reflex and neglect that really the reflex, they're not really, you know, Floyd Mayweather, he was a defensive fighter, but he was an offensive fighter as well. You know, what's the difference between Floyd Mayweather is Floyd Mayweather had the reflex and he was the defensive fighter. It's almost like Pernell Whitaker as well. They got reflexes, but they always was geared up. They always was very attentive and leaving them hands up, guarding themselves, guarding their jaw, guarding their temple and stuff like that, catching, shooting and stuff like that. And I think that a guy like, you see, like Floyd Mayweather will use the shoulder roll or the Philly shell more for a defensive mechanism. Teofimo Lopez uses that as a catch and shoot, a defensive mechanism, but that's his way to lure you into some counter shots, whether it's catch and shoot through the uppercut, catch and shoots with a right hand, hook, disguise the left hook to the body, disguise the left hook up top. You know what I'm saying? He uses that for more, but he got a lot of weapons that he's catching. He's trying to catch and shoot. He's trying to do a lot of things off the shoulder roll, in which for Floyd Mayweather, he used it more as a defensive mechanism, in my opinion. Yeah, he'll counter, but he not quite like how Teofimo Lopez used it. I think they use it for different reasons. Yeah, so I think that's why I think we will look at Haney and be like, oh, he's a defensive fighter. No, it's because he doesn't really. Devin Haney's skill set it's not eye popping. You know what I'm saying? He got a good jab, but nobody really talk about his right hand. Nobody talk about his uppercut, his combination punches, his speed. His nobody's talking about that. Everybody just talk about his jab and his defense because really he don't have this. He don't have what Teo have. Tank has the speed that Ryan Garcia has. Those are eye popping, right? And that necessarily think that they better, especially Ryan Garcia. You know what I'm saying? I think that's another 50-50 fight right there. And maybe you give right now the upper hand to Devin the Dream Haney. But I think that Devin Haney doesn't take the risk like these other offensive fighters. And I think that if they all fight with the approach of Devin Haney, I think they'll do the same thing. If their approach is, let me be defensive, let me not get hit and stuff like that, like really, you know what I'm saying? Like think about it on that. What was it? The 7th, the 6th round. You remember when Teofimo Lopez hurt Josh Taylor to the body, and then he got him in the ropes, and he's out there just waiting punches and stuff like that. See, that's not Devin Haney. Even if I think he gets his opponent hurt, he won't even go out there and do that. He'll be scared to get, not scared, but he'll be very, very. He don't take the risks. Go to 7. Is Wilder really going to duck Andy Ruiz? He shouldn't. That's supposed to be an easy fight to make. You know what? You know what it's turning into. You know what I'm saying? Like the same side of the street stuff. It's look like it's hard to make fights. You know what's a good fight though? This fight with Elvis Rodriguez and what's his name? Elvis Rodriguez is gonna be fighting. Damn, who Elvis Rodriguez gonna be fighting at 140? Damn, that it was in the undercard. Who Elvis Rodriguez gonna be fighting again? That I'm having a brain freeze or something like that. Dev is 135-pound Caleb Plant. Maybe. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but Caleb Plant knocked out Anthony Durrell with a left hook. I don't even think that Devin Haney got that. Not in the elite level. Y'all don't even want to say his name. Number 1 fighter in the world at 140 is Regis Prograis. No, he's not. It's Teofimo Lopez. Victor Postal. Yes. I'm sorry. That's a good fight. That's a good step up. That's a good fight for Elvis Rodriguez. I like that fight for Elvis Rodriguez. He said, y'all don't even want to say his name. Regis Prograis. Yeah, I like Regis Prograis. I believe that he's the second best 140-pounder. Not the best. Nah, it's Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez is the best. But at the end of the day, we still want to see a unification bout. That necessarily going, just because I'm saying Teofimo Lopez is the best, Regis Prograis is the second best. He lost to the guy that beat the guy and stuff like that. You know, he won tooth and nail with Josh Taylor, and Teofimo Lopez just took him apart like it was easy work. And the skill set, and I believe that Teofimo Lopez got a better skill set than Regis Prograis. He got better footwork. He's more dynamic. He got speed and power and stuff like that. I just feel like he's a better fighter. He got better skill set than Regis Prograis, but it still be a great fight. I think a Regis Prograis and Teofimo Lopez will be a dangerous fight. That fight people could label it a 50-50 fight. People could label that a 55-45 fight. I give it a 55-45. You know, I'm not saying to snub him, but I'm saying Regis Prograis is, if it's Teofimo Lopez A1, Regis Prograis is A2. You know, we'll love to see that fight. I like Regis Prograis, and I like the way that he carried himself too, man. Regis versus Rolly. Hey, Rolly got a strap, huh? Teo Regis, that would be a good fight. It'll be a good build-up too. But damn, I want to know why Regis Prograis never got the fans. Something about America, man. I don't know, man. I don't know why. I feel like these fighters should be more recognizable than than a lot of these athletes. Like, I don't understand, man. I think that Regis Progress should people should know who Regis Progress is. People should know who T.O. and Tank and Haney and Ryan and a lot of these fighters, man. I hope that Subriel Matias, I think with Matias, you got to put him out here in New York City. You can't have him in no Minnesota. You got to put him in New York City. Let him get, because these are where the Puerto Ricans is at. The Philly, put him in Philly, put him in Atlantic City, or put him in Jersey, put him in New York City, put him in the Barclays Center. I think they missing the boat with Matias. Matias is supposed to be fighting him in New York only until he get his name popping. You know what I'm saying? Because he could bring that type of Puerto Rican fan base, and I think that the Puerto Ricans will have more of a trust and more of a belief on Matias than actually Edgar Berlanga. But Edgar Berlanga know how to promote himself. I want to see Regis and Matias as well, man. I want to see Regis Matias, Haney, Teofimo, or Ryan and Teofimo, Shakur Haney or Shakur Tank, T.O. Tank, Haney Tank. I like to see a Pitbull Cruz versus Gervonta Davis, the rematch as well. I think that's respectable. I think that's the way they're gonna go, in my opinion. I think that's gonna be the route they're gonna take. Tank Davis already fought twice this year. Hopefully, he probably gonna get out the county soon and stuff like that. Who gonna win the Rolly sweepstakes? I don't know, man. I think they could capitalize one more fight with Rolly, and then maybe Rolly. No. I was going to say Rolly versus Pitbull Cruz, but Pitbull Cruz in 135. Rolly and Richardson Hitchens versus Montana Love is a good fight as well. Damn. Matias Lord Sergey Lipinyan is going to be a good war, in my opinion. Let me see. Rolly Romero. If I was Devin Haney, I'm a free agent. I could entertain that fight as well. If I was Devin the Dream Haney, I could entertain that fight. One fight deal with Showtime. I think they were good with it. Nah, they don't give a one-shot deal, because they don't. Hell no. They don't give no one fight deal. They don't do it with Manny Pacquiao, Canelo Alvarez. What makes you do it? Canelo Alvarez with Caleb Plant, but they ain't gonna do it with Devin Haney. They're gonna have to sign a multiple fight deal with him. But ladies and gentlemen, man, y'all already know tomorrow we right back at it. It's gonna be a little later. Probably we'll go at 9 o'clock, 9 p.m., 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. It takes a public hit if he fights Rolly off the controversy. Yeah, I think a Haney and Rolly would be good. I mean, he's a network free agent. Probably he could get that fight if he can't take the Teofimo Lopez, but it's gonna look like he was a runner. It's gonna look like you are looking for the weakest link. You was looking for the weakest link to get a title with Arnold Barbosa, and then you're gonna go for Rolly Romero and not Teofimo Lopez and not request. You got the WBO, you a super WBO, so you could request that, and it's easy to be made. And the WBO is winning. The WBO is willing to see Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez. Bob Aaron, Top Rank, ESPN is willing to put up that fight as well. Now, does Devin Haney really want that fight? It's right there on the table. I know that for a fact. It's right there. But let me know what y'all think, man. Everybody, saludo, everybody, God bless. Have a great Thursday. Have a great Friday as well. We're gonna go back live tomorrow night. Y'all already know. Love y'all. God bless, and on to the next.